Well, here we are, last video in the series, and we'd like to end by just taking a couple minutes to review what we can do to help in the climate crisis. It might go a little bit of a different direction than you might expect. So I'll get my screenshot. Now, this one you probably do expect, shrink your own carbon footprint. Part of the reason we put that in there is because this is something we have control over. Each individual isn't going to make a significant impact overall, but it is something that we have control over, and it kind of gives us skin in the game. And here's what we think, just like this little chicken peering out of his egg and wondering if he should move into out of the eggshell, move into the world. We think that moving to a low carbon lifestyle will actually be easier than you think. There are three areas, big concern, areas that we haven't been able to really get on top of. One is agriculture, the food we eat, transportation, and then energy efficiency, particularly energy efficiency of buildings, your home, for example. So as you make decisions, as you move into this low carbon lifestyle, kind of give some priority to those three things. But there's another one. We have a lot of burnout in the people who are active in the climate change awareness movement. So we'd like to remind you that we who are building tomorrow must show our joy so that others see that living a low carbon lifestyle is not a burden. Care for Earth's precious life can bring us great joy. We recommend that we all become the seeds of this new low carbon society. One of the ways to do that is to spend more time outside. We are so fortunate to be living in a time when we're just on the cusp of losing a lot of what we hold precious. It's still gorgeous out there. Spend more time outside. And we have so much to be grateful for. Practice gratitude. Just remember, our minds are telling us the sun is shining. I have a cupcake. Everything is fine. Enjoy the cupcake. We're not saying don't enjoy that cupcake. Take your moment. Be grateful for it. But remember, we are still in a life or death race against ourselves, against our institutions, and against time. Martin Luther King, in another a period of great social change, said something that still resonates perfectly with us today. One of the great liabilities of history is that all too many people fail to remain awake through great periods of social change. Every society has its protectors of the status quo, its fraternities of the indifferent, these who are notorious for sleeping through revolutions. Today, our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change. The Hopis have been concerned about what's going on for a while. We saw their video back in, I think, the 80s called Koyaanisqatsi. This is attributed to the elders of Old Arribi. They say a river is flowing now very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to the shore. They will feel they're being torn apart and they will suffer greatly. But know that this river has its destination. The elders say we must let go of the shore, push up into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open, our heads above water, and then importantly, see who is in there with you and celebrate. The time for the lone wolf is over. Everything that matters is happening now. Stay awake, stay engaged. Thank you.